Hello, hello. My name is Ayanna Cymone, and today I will be talking with the wonderful Taylor.
Hello. I'm happy to be here.
Oh no, I guess we're gonna have to reschedule.
I know, right?
Let's just get right into it. Tell me about your story. How'd you get started? You are, would you proclaim yourself as a R&B pop singer? I know you do a little bit of everything, right?
Yeah. Um, I guess, okay, so to answer your second question first, I would say that I'm definitely like a mixture of R&B and pop. I think that's like really where I like to sit. Um, and I think that kind of complements my voice best. And how I got started. So when I was 18, one of my sister's friends, he saw a video of me on Instagram of me singing, and he texted my sister and was like, hey, I want her to come down to Michigan and get her in the studio and let's have her be on a hook of one of my songs. So I didn't think anything of it. I just went down there, and that was like the first time that I was ever in a recording studio. So it was really cool. And maybe like a few months after that, he texted my sister and was like, hey, I want to like develop her as an artist. She did really good. I like her sound, and I think we can, make something happen. So we would go down like every weekend all the way to Michigan. Obviously, I'm from Ohio, so it's like
Okay.
a 4-hour drive. Yeah, every weekend. And yeah, we would just work on music, and he was my songwriter at the time. Like all I did was sing. I didn't know how to do anything else. So it was really fun working with him. And that's kind of how everything started. And I was like, I love this. Like I want to do this forever. So that was
That's
like, yeah, the story of how it started.
that's so awesome. So had you sung before that, or these Instagram videos you're talking about? Were you doing
Yeah,
like covers or
I think it was like a Christmas song. Like it was like a 15-second. It was back when Instagram videos were only 15 seconds.
okay?
And it was like just a clip of me singing like a Christmas song, I think. And like prior to, like, yeah, I sung. I wasn't like pursuing music though. Like I just would sing like around the house, or like when I was in school, I would be in like the choir concerts and do all the solos and stuff like that. So I've always sung, but it was never like, oh, I want to pursue a career, as an artist and stuff like that.
So what was that moment when you kind of thought, hey, I might be able to make this into something. I might be able to really do this.
Oh, that's a good question. Man, I feel like honestly, so the guy that I told you about that wanted me to come down to Michigan, his name's Russell. I consider him like my brother now. When we started, like I said, we were going up to Michigan every single weekend working. And then eventually it was like winter time, and the industry's not really open during the winter. And then us driving to Michigan in the winter just wasn't going to work. So we kind of put it on pause for a little bit. And during that time, um, I think everyone, like, our priorities kind of shifted. I still wanted to do music, but the people that were helping me do music kind of were like doing their own thing, which I was super happy about. But obviously that left me in like okay, what do I do now kind of position. So then I started learning how to do everything myself. That's when I started like trying to write and trying to mix and do everything on my own so that, I could still pursue music. And at first, I was really bad. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Gotta
I
start
listened back to
somewhere.
yes, you gotta start somewhere. But I listened back to that stuff and I'm like, man. And back then I thought it was really good, but just like in hindsight, everything's 2020. So I think once I got to the point where I could like sufficiently do everything on my own, I think that was when I was like, I think I can do this. Like, I think I have a shot at being an artist. And I knew I loved it, but I wanted to make sure that I had something to bring to the table. You know what I mean? So once I learned that I could bring something to the table, I think that's when I was like, okay, yeah, this is something I really can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you write, you produce, you sing. What is your kind of process with that? What comes first? Do you write the lyrics first and then do the music? What's your process with that?
I would say when I'm writing for myself, I definitely, first I go through all the production that I have, and I like normally if I'm just going in and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to see what I can come up with, I will find production that just kind of resonates with me, that I really like. And then from there, I will kind of, you know how every instrumental has like a feel to it. And
Mhm.
I kind of let the instrumental tell me where I need to go lyrically. And then once I get like the idea of where I want to go, I'll just do like mumble tracks. So
Mhm.
for people who don't know what that is, it's basically just like laying down melodies. So there's no words. You're kind of just like humming this melody that you want to hear to the track. And then I'll go back in and kind of like piece the lyrics together, to tailor the story that I want to tell. But if I'm writing for other people, normally we'll come up with the story first and try to like say what we want to say, get it all out, like type down some lyric ideas and stuff. Then we'll go in and then try to like start with the hook first and actually write and do the melodies at the same time. So yeah, I think my process is a little different depending on like if I'm doing it for myself, if I already know what story I want to tell beforehand, or if I'm working with other people. So it kind of just varies.
Mhm. Do you feel
Yeah.
like you draw a lot from some like internally? Or like are there any external inspirations?
Very seldom.
Mhm.
I feel like most of what I write, it always has to be like something that I've experienced, because I feel like, I think the goal for me when I'm making music, it's to make other people feel what I'm talking about. And if I don't feel what I'm talking about, I can't really bring it to life in a way that other people can too. So I always speak from personal experience. I mean, there have been times where, if I'm writing for someone else and I'm like, okay, so what do you want to talk about? And I kind of listen to their story and then try to bring it to life in a new way. But yeah, 99.9% of the time I'm speaking from experience for sure.
I think that's the amazing thing about music. It kind of really challenges you to be empathic and explore those feelings. And but let's talk about your new single, "Love Just Hates Me."
Mhm.
You kind of just mentioned something that I was like, "Yep, that's exactly it." You said you write music that makes people feel things, and I
Mhm.
can definitely say when I listened to this song, oh, I was feeling everything. I was like,
That's
this
the
is
goal.
so relatable. Tell me about
Yeah.
it.
Well, basically, I think that night when I wrote that song, I was just kind of like, I was in that position where you're just like fed up, like another situation that didn't work out. And, you put your all into it. And then that person ends up being completely opposite of who they told you they were at the beginning. Um, and like, I've always gone around and said, like, oh, I love love. Like when I watch movies that are like rom-coms, I'm like, oh, this is beautiful. I wish that was my life, kind of thing. So always been obsessed with love. I'm such a hopeless romantic. So that night when I wrote that song, I was kind of just like reflecting on every heartbreak and, all the ways that the bad kind of love made me feel. And I literally just put everything I was feeling out on a track. And I remember I basically just put my headphones on and I just like said stuff until it became a song. So, I would get to parts where like something wouldn't make sense and I'd be like, okay, what can I put there? But like it really was just like a raw expression of kind of how I was feeling.
I would explain the song exactly like that. It felt very raw, very
Yeah.
real. Like I said, it just has this kind of element to it that was super relatable, and I felt it in my soul. I was like, you know
Good.
what? Yeah, I
That's
felt
the
this too.
goal.
Yeah. So where can people find Love Just Hates Me?
Literally everywhere. It's on every digital streaming platform that you can think of. And then we will soon be having a video. It's like being
Ooh.
edited. Yeah, it's being edited right now. So I'm super excited about that.
Is there anything we can expect from the video that you can tell us?
It's literally us. It's okay. So if you could put a movie to the song,
Hmm.
that's the vibe. It's
Okay.
literally just watching the song, basically. That's how it feels.
I'm excited for that.
Ew, it was really fun to shoot.
So what's next for you? Are you thinking any album, a tour?
Yes, absolutely. First things first, I have another single that's, we don't have an official date yet, but it will be coming soon. And it's like, it's really fun. It's like an up-tempo one. So I'm really excited about that. And then we definitely have an EP coming out this year. Like I said, don't have a date for that yet, but it is going to be this year. And then sometime following that, I'm definitely going to be going on tour. So super
Exciting.
fun. A lot of stuff in store. Yeah.
I know things have been kind of pushed back a little bit with the pandemic, but how have you taken the pandemic?
Honestly, it was funny. Like when everyone was in quarantine, I saw a lot of artists posting like, this is my life every day. Like nothing's different. Kind of. And that's really how it is. It's like, you're always in the studio. You know what I mean? Like just working. So it wasn't too much of a transition for me, honestly, and at least career wise, like it didn't really shift too much. So if anything, it just gave me more time to work. So it wasn't bad at all. It was honestly nice to be 100%.
That's great. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, Taylor, it was so nice talking to you. Thank you for coming on.
Of course.
Everyone, go ahead and check out Love Just Hates Me on all streaming platforms.
Mhm.
And we'll be looking for the music video soon.
Yes, stay tuned.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I love